What is going on, guys? DBG here. In this video, we are going to be doing a power forward tier list in NBA 2K20 MyTEAM. So, obviously, this is all my opinion, and this is my tier list. So, the power forward position is actually quite a weak position. Like, most people are going to be running centers down or running small forwards up, but there are a couple of good power forwards. Sorry if I forgot any. I'm pretty sure on every one of these tier lists, I've forgotten at least one player. Like, I can't believe I even forgot Rondo, my point guard one. And Rondo's very, very good. So, anyway, we're going to start off with Josh Smith. And Josh Smith is a pretty good card. So, he can do pretty much everything. Like, he can handle the ball a bit. He can dunk. He's an elite defender. I don't just mean good. I mean elite defender. Because he's an elite interior as well as perimeter defender. Like, Josh Smith is fantastic in this game. However, I'm not the biggest fan of his release. Also has got no range extender, and I don't know, like, he's really good. It's just that he's not quite S tier. Like, he's unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable, but to be S tier, you got to be a little bit like the next guy, which is Giannis Antetokounmpo. So, Giannis, what can't I say about Giannis? So, basically, with Quick Draw, his release is money. His release was okay without Quick Draw. Like, you could hit shots when he was wide open. However, once they gave him Quick Draw, it was just game over. Like, Giannis was greening everything. So, good players green every single shot with Giannis. It is actually crazy. He also can literally guard 3 players at once. And that's me being, that's me, like, not even fully saying how good he is on defense. He could probably guard all 5 players at once, to be completely honest. It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous how good this card is on defense. As well as the fact that he obviously is unbelievable going to the basket, glitchy animations, glitchy hop step. Probably the best card in the game right now. Then we have got Rashard Lewis, who I'm going to put down here in B tier. So, Rashard Lewis is really good offensively, got good handle, got range extender, is woeful on defense. Can't rebound really, can't guard anybody. He's like a terrible or poor man's version of Larry Bird. Then we have got Kristaps, so I'm gonna put Kristaps in S tier as well. So Kristaps Porzingis Diamond, I'm saying this now because I don't think he's on the list, would be down here in A tier. But Kristaps Porzingis Pink Diamond is basically the diamond with better defense. So he's got some great defense badges. He's got like an 89 block, shoots the lights out, like range extender. Maybe the most dangerous power forward in the pick and pop. Probably the most dangerous card in general in the pick and pop in this game. And also the fact he rebounds well, pushes the floor well for a big, runs well, blocks shots well. I cannot justify not putting him in S tier. Then we have got Pascal Siakam, who, this is a kind of weird one. Like, he's nowhere near as good as Josh Smith, but I'm going to put him in A tier. But Siakam will be like on the lower end of A tier, whereas Josh Smith will be on the higher end of A tier. Siakam shoots the ball really well. Probably has a better release than Smith. Probably shoots the ball better than Smith. They're the same height. They're similar on defense. Smith's better, without question, but Siakam's really good. Siakam blocks shots, can guard people on the perimeter, guards people from 3 as well, and is definitely a really good card, but again, in terms of absolute elite, I don't think he is quite there. Then we got Draymond, and you know what, like, this could be a controversial Draymond A or B. I'm gonna put him in B. Not much of an offensive threat, elite defender, like, can actually play the power forward position and do well. Can guard guys on the wing, can guard guys inside. A little bit small at 6'7", but shoots the ball well when he's wide open. Doesn't really bring much else on offense. Yeah, can't really justify putting him any lower. I can't justify putting him any lower than B, and I also can't really justify putting him into A tier. We got Maurice Lucas now, who is going down here into C tier. So, Maurice Lucas is not very good. He's 6'9", which isn't that tall. He doesn't really shoot the ball well. Post game is alright, but like, are we really gonna be out here spending like 50 plus K on a guy who plays a little bit in the post? So yeah, no question about it. So I'm going to put him down here near the bottom. Like, he's not awful. I'm not gonna put him in D tier, but no higher than C. We got Serge Ibaka, who I'm also putting in C tier. No, I'll put him in B. I'll put him in B. He blocks shots well, he's moderately fast, and he can hit a wide open jump shot. And considering how weak the power forward position is, there's no way I'm putting someone like Serge Ibaka down lower than this. We're putting Amari Stoudemire down in B tier as well. So Amari Stoudemire, again, can hit open shots. Actually rebounds quite well. I don't see him as this spectacular carry, but he's not terrible. Like, to be fair, I didn't even use Amari when I got him. I think I was using like Jaren Jackson and stuff over him. I think I think I replaced Amari with Rick Smits. Like, I literally think, because I was using him at center, I replaced Amari with Rick Smits. Just an alright card. Sean Kemp is going into C tier. Sean Kemp is Maurice Lucas with a worse post game but a better release. He dunks the ball kind of well. He's like what I'm trying to explain. Like, he can hit wide open shots. Release is good. Not a great defender, but he does dunk well. This card is 100% not worth the grind out from domination. Then we got Zion. Zion is going up into A tier. Zion's elite, man. Zion is elite. Like, he'd be pushing for S tier. He'd be on the same level as Josh Smith. But he's got a decent handle, shoots the ball from deep. His release is fantastic. I'm pretty sure he's got Kobe's base as well. That's what people are saying in my comment section. He is a fantastic shooter. His moving three may be one of the most overpowered shots in the game. Zion is an absolute elite tier power forward. Maybe not like absolute god tier, like maybe not S tier, but I might end up bringing Zion up, which is crazy because he's only 6'6". He's really small. Then we have got Larry Bird, who is here in S tier. Larry Bird is, well, he's Larry Bird. He was even better back before they patched the behind the back. But like, he's got a good handle, shoots the lights out. He's 6'9". I'd probably play him at the small forward before I play him at the power forward, but man, this card is fantastic. Honestly, like Larry Bird, there's a reason why Joe Mara used him and had him on the floor at the final of 250k and hit the game winner with him. And speaking of the 250k, did anyone see 2K when they were talking about like recapping over the tournaments? Instead of calling FSU da God, it was like FSUD da God. FSUD da God. Like, they randomly put an extra D in there. Like, they couldn't have even asked him how to pronounce his name. FSU da God. FSUD da God. Not even FSUD a God, which you could definitely mispronounce it as it was FSUD da God. But that's irrelevant. Now we're on to Pettit, who I'm going to put in B tier. You guys might think I'm absolutely crazy for... Nah, I'll put him in A tier. He's a kind of the lower... I don't like him that much, I'm going to put him in A tier. And the reason is that I'm going to put Blake in A tier as well. And I don't necessarily think that Pettit is any worse than Blake. So, Pettit's actually a go quick first step. Shoots the lights out with his base 11. Also was a fantastic dunker because New Year's Revolution... Or Resolution. Revolution. Or is it Resolution? I think it's Resolution. I think New Year's Revolution's a WWE pay-per-view. But yeah, so basically just made him athletic. And for that reason, he's basically like a very similar card to Blake. So Blake is good at attacking the basket. His release is fantastic. Handle's good. He's good. Can play quite well at the center position. Get some boards with his Hall of Fame rebound chaser. He's athletic. And the problem with both of them is they have no clamps. That is really it. Like, that is a big negative, especially if you're coming up against someone running like a Larry or a Giannis. Neither of these guys can deal with either of them. Dirk Nowitzki is going into B tier. Dirk is, again, a decent shooter. Release is not great, not gonna lie. It is a not great release. Plays no defense, but he does have limitless range and can kind of abuse people with that. But that's really it. Paul Millsap, and I'm sorry lads, I don't think Paul Millsap is that much better than Josh Smith. I think he is like a tiny bit better Josh Smith. So for that reason, I am not putting Millsap in S tier. Back when the behind the back was a thing, when Smith couldn't do it, but Millsap could do it behind the back, I would have had Millsap up in S tier, but the behind the back being patched brings him back down to earth into A tier. Next, we have got our kind of lower tier players. First off, Kyle Kuzma. He's good on offense. That's what keeps him off D tier. Like, Kyle Kuzma is one of the worst defenders in the game. He is one of the worst defensive cards in the game. Like, he is not great at all on defense. However, is good enough on offense that I have to keep him off the bottom tier. Shoots the ball well, attacks the basket well, plays okay in the post. Is actually not a bad offensive player. I think at some stage we will get a Kyle Kuzma that can play defense, and that card will be pretty good. But this one is just not it. Then, for the fact that he can play defense, I'm going to put Larry Nance a little bit above the bottom tier as well. Offensively brings nothing, but however is a good defender. He's got some good height, some decent quickness, and is a good dunker. Again, you're going to be seeing the types of players I have in the bottom tier anyway. Kevin Love is going into C tier. So Kevin Love is a range extender shooter. That's literally it. Like, he can shoot the ball from deep and he can score. He can't play defense and is a massive liability otherwise, but just not quite bottom tier. Chris Webber is a bit of a weird one. I'm going to put him in C tier. I hate this card. I really, really hate this card. I know there's a lot of people, like, he kind of splits opinions. A lot of people like him, a lot of people hate him. But for me, I just think he's like a much worse Blake Griffin with less defense. But yeah, Weber is okay, I guess. Can do kind of he's a jack of all trades, master of none. He can do everything, but doesn't excel at anything. Problem is in 2K, those players are not really sought after. Then we have got Antoine Jameson, who I'll put Jameson in C tier as well. The reason is he's got to go post game. He's got base 11. Not the fastest. He's actually really slow, which is a bit of a shock. They gave him quick draw, which makes that a little bit better, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Antoine Walker, when he goes up to Pink Diamond, is S tier without question. Like, Antoine Walker is right up there with like Millsap. He's like a worse defensive but slightly better offensive Millsap before he gets evoed up, but once he gets evoed up and he can speed boost and shoot the limitless three as well as locking people down, he is unreal. I've used him once as a Pink Diamond and I still use him as Diamond. He's unbelievable. This card is class. Then we have got Marcus Morris, who is going into A tier. So Marcus Morris has got basically everything you want. He's got clamps, a great release, and he has got range extender. I used him for the longest time in my main squad and I actually sold him for a bit of a profit, but no, there's a reason why budget guys were using, the reason why when he was like 3k MT, every budget guy used him. He's now like 10k MT, so a little bit expensive, but still a pretty good card. And Jaren Jackson Jr. Jaren Jackson Jr. is going up here into A tier as well. So Jackson Jr. has got clamps. He's got one downside, and that's his 72 strength, but he's got clamps. He blocks shots really well. He's got decent-ish speed, shoots the ball really well, is decent in the post, got decent length. Fantastic card. Just gets hit with bully ball, especially if basically anyone who's got back down Punisher, he just can't guard. Then we have got Rui Hachimura. Hachimura is going to go down into C tier. I honestly think he's very comparable to Chris Webber. He's another jack of all trades, master of none type player. And like, Hachimura can kind of, he can do everything, but he doesn't do anything like spectacularly. So I'm going to put him in the same tier as Webber. Then we have got Charles Oakley. Charles Oakley, I'm going to surprisingly, I'm putting him in B tier for one reason and only, and it's Hall of Fame defensive leader and Hall of Fame intimidator. Well, two reasons. Man, anyone who runs at Charles Oakley misses. He will not block a shot. He will not steal a ball. He will not do anything. Like, he will not look like he's doing anything. But your team just plays better when he's on the floor. It is crazy. It is actually crazy. Charles Oakley hits open shots, defensive leader Hall of Fame, intimidator Hall of Fame. Like, badges make players, and as bad as this guy's everything but his jump shots are animation-wise, his stats aren't good, telling you this guy's a beast. Then we've got AC Green. I'm going to put him right there in B tier as well. No, actually, I'm going to bring him down a tier. AC Green, good defender, however, doesn't have clamps, is pretty alright. Shoots the ball well and is decent in the post. We're going to put Jerry Lucas down here into C tier. Literally, the reason why he's not in D tier is because his release is fantastic. We got Larry Johnson going right here into D tier. He's been D tier since the very start. The reason why Larry Johnson in D tier is that he's got an alright jumper. I'm not going to argue against that. But he is a 6'7" slow post player who can't play defense. He's like, imagine if Draymond Green couldn't play defense and was worth... Yeah, he's literally like, imagine if Draymond Green couldn't play defense. So, He is without question going down here into D tier. Leitner. Gonna put Leitner in. You know what? Because he is so bad as a power forward, I'm gonna put Leitner in D tier. However, if you want to run him a center, he's not awful. He's got a decent jump shot. He's got a decent block rating. He's not particularly fast, but he's not too slow. However, he's got like 30 lateral quickness. He will be abused if you play him power forward. However, he's not the worst player to run a center. Then I'm going to put John Collins into C tier. John Collins doesn't really do anything well. Not going to lie. The thing with John Collins, though, is that his release is just fantastic. Like, his release is unbelievable, and that's the only like redeeming quality to this card. But anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it. That is the tier list. Maybe a little bit controversial, maybe not, but again, it's my tier list. If you're that's the video, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.